did it. This is a John Deere 4430, made in the 70s, 125 horsepower, originally cost $26,000, if you can imagine that. And what a beaut she is. So as you saw earlier in the video there, that was me and my dad resuscitating this tractor. It, you know, we parked it after harvest in the field with a rake on it. And by the time we went back, it was low 40s and it wouldn't start. This is a pretty well-known issue with this tractor, that it's a hard starter, and lesson learned. It sat there all winter. Snow was about up to here on the rig, and we were pretty stoked though that we were just able to go back, a little bit of ether, a little bit of diesel, a lot of electricity, and she started right up, and here she is. This is a machine. I mean, to me, it looks like it was designed by John F. Kennedy himself to send to the moon to do row crops on the moon. And I just really love the aesthetic look of this tractor. Another thing I love is just how wide open your workspace is if you ever have to deal with the internal components. I mean, everything is open, laid out, and you can see all the parts. Very simple. Believe it or not, this tractor only has 1,300 hours on it. So over the past 4 decades, it's about 40 hours a year, if I did my math right. Everything's solid metal. Just a rock steady tractor as far as I can tell. And it is cheap horsepower. Although I say cheap horsepower, this tractor is actually, you know, you could buy it originally in the 70s for I think $26,000. You can find it on auctions for much more than that, even today, which is kind of funny. Take a look in the cab. Nice cab. Love the cab on this. It matches that cool, groovy 70s vibe. Nice, almost 360 rounded degrees of visibility in here. It's also painfully simple to operate. The controls for your, you have separate left and right washers, which is kind of fun, are all up here, kind of reminiscent of that cool spaceship vibe. On the dash, also very minimalistic. It's got that really cool, how fast am I going? Well, you gotta do the 70s calculator there. This here was a partial power shift, meaning that you can switch between 2 gears without using the clutch, but most of the time you got to use the clutch anyway. And believe it or not, shout out to whoever's making AC units in the 70s. This tractor has the best AC on the property. Now, shameful as it is, her oil hasn't been changed in 4 years, so we're going to get to it.
Okay, nothing snapped. That's a good sign. Oh, that's black. Oh dear.
So while I go over this, I'll just go over the pros and cons, what I like, don't like about this tractor. You know what I like? It's got most of the pros most old school tractors do. It's solid steel, easy to work on, and very reliable. Cons, that cold starting is definitely a major con, especially here in Alaska. And the fact that it's just rear-wheel drive and doesn't have a loader makes it less utilitarian than other tractors on the property. Overall, though, I gotta say, if you can find one, they're damn reliable, and Just a beautiful tractor to have around. Okay. I have her down to a trickle now. Let me show you how bad this is. That's not good. We're gonna treat her right, huh? So stay tuned. You'll see this tractor here, which we've affectionately nicknamed Bilbo, because it kind of makes smoke rings as you're driving along. We usually have it hooked up to something easy. It's 125 horse, but she's probably lost a few ponies, given that she's twice my age. So something like a rake, maybe a tedder. But I have seen folks in the lower 48 use it with some success baling. If we're feeling froggy, maybe you'll see her even hooked up to a baler. Thanks for joining me. This is a farm in Alaska, and I hope to see you next time.